What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about this grifting, clout-chasing clown who's a Zionist and an imperialist. So this is Briahnna Joy Gray. You've seen her probably on RBN, as well on her own podcast, which is aptly named the Bad Faith Podcast, because most of her takes are in bad faith, especially... Let me scroll down on this. Especially the ones with like Ari Ruben Havit and Jim Zugby, and see, with that goofy ass Zionist clown Jim Zugby. But Briahnna Joy Gray was born in 1985. She was a former press secretary for Bernie Sanders, so she did propaganda for that Zionist loser Bernie Sanders. She's a current contributing editor for Current Affairs, and was a senior politics editor for The Intercept, which is owned and funded by douchebag billionaire Pierre Omidyar, who's buddies with Bill Gates, by the way. Yeah, she was born in DC, so when she tells you that she's new to politics, she's fucking bullshitting you. She was born in DC. Her parents were teachers. During her childhood, she lived in North Carolina, Kenya, and Saudi Arabia, and she earned a Bachelor of Arts degree from Harvard University and a JD from Harvard Law School. So when she tells you she's new to politics, because on one of RBN's videos, she said she was new to politics, she's fucking bullshitting you. Yeah, so after graduating law school, she worked as a corporate litigator in New York for Dewey Peño Kramarski LLP, and Strook and Levon. And she was also the host of Someone's Wrong on the Internet, a podcast that covers politics and pop culture. And she was hired by The Intercept in 2018 and has written columns for Rolling Stone, Current Affairs, The Guardian, and New York Magazine. She supported Bernie the Scammer in 2016 and joined his 2020 campaign as National Press Secretary. And she stated that she voted for Jill Stein in 2016. And then since Sanders' 2020 Democratic primary campaign ended, Briahnna Joy Gray returned to her role as contributing editor at Current Affairs, in addition to hosting the Bad Faith podcast with former Chapo Trap House co-host Virgil Texas. Now, RBN is a bunch of fucking clowns. As far as I'm concerned, they have some good takes, but they're a little deceitful. So let's go to the video. They said today, Revolutionary Blackout Network. We'll delete the Jimmy Dore part because I watched. They said that they were post-Bernie, but they have his fucking former press secretary on. What's the deal there, hey? See this
plastic tote right here? Well, I'm going to show you something right now. Back to the stories, and the next story is the squad expands. And it kind of started from this tweet, I believe, because this is where I saw it. And I saw it first with you, Nick. I saw your retweet of this. I don't remember if it was a comment. Yeah, it was a comment, right?
Oh, yeah, Pig Kuberstein, hilarious shit lib.
I mean, these guys are almost shit libs. They have some good takes. Most of their takes are good. But to say that they're fully post-Bernie, that's kind of delusional. Because when you invite Bernie Sanders' former press secretary on your show and talk about and praise Bernie Sanders' former press secretary hella times, that makes you part of an extension of the Bernie Sanders movement, right? The Bernie Sanders cult. That's what they are.
Guy that was like, he was called out for ignoring Russiagate. He got his giant platform on the Intercept. And once again, the warning that we always gotta give you on the channel: if you're a whistleblower, do not go to the Intercept. I repeat.
Oh, who used to work at the frickin' Intercept? This clown right here used to be senior politics editor at The Intercept. Briahnna Joy Gray's a clown, let's be honest.
The Intercept is horrific at protecting whistleblowers. And whenever anyone discusses The Intercept, that is what we need to bring up over and over again. And Ken Klippenstein, The Intercept is here to play defense for the Empire at the end of the day. And he was asked about Russiagate, and it was like, why don't you cover Russiagate? He's like, Russiagate is boring. Like, guys, we are on the precipice of a global war. The proxy war in Ukraine is literally the finale, the next step, I should say, of Russiagate. They manufacture.
See, RBN has some good points, but they also promote these liberal Zionists like Briahnna Joy Gray and Norman Finkelstein. But that's one thing that Nick actually gets correct.
Everything you know about geopolitical politics, Russiagate was a starting lighting fire of that. A very significant part of that it is. I could not think of a bigger clown, and he wanted people that prop.
I can think of bigger clowns. Norman Finkelstein, Briahnna Joy Gray. I mean, there's the clowns that you see and the clowns that you don't see. Klippenstein is a clown that you see. Briahnna Joy Gray, she's got a JD. She can weasel her way. She's cunning and conniving. She can weasel her way in things and into things and around things. Like, she has a Bachelor of Arts from Harvard and a JD from Harvard. Come on. She's a weasel. Come on. Like, say it as it is. Come on now.
Algorithm because he protects the Democratic Party. You want those people like, oh, I'm progressive, but I'm gonna tell you to vote blue no matter who every few years. And you see what he's doing now. Because I'll let you present.
He's a Jacobin. Okay, so now because I don't know too much about.
Guess who else is a Jacobin DSA type? Briahnna Joy Gray. Actually, she's had articles. Let's bring up the receipts. Briahnna Joy Gray has been promoted by Jacobin. Bro, you can't make this shit up. I spelled that shit wrong. They'll know who it is. They'll know who it is. Like, you can't make this shit up. Ari Rabin Habit, David Sirota, Briahnna Joy Gray. Bruh. Briahnna Joy Gray is not backing down. Or the oral history of the Bernie Sanders campaign. What the fuck? Yo. But guess what? These goofy motherfuckers at RBN keep promoting Briahnna Joy Gray, who's clearly a Zionist, clearly an imperialist. Like, look at the people she's had on her show. Jim Zogby. Who is Jim Zogby? Jim Zogby's the director of the Arab American Institute, and he's literally spoken at J Street. Okay? And on his website, jameszogby.com/2009/J-Street-again, he admitted to speaking at J Street. He praised Jeremy Ben-Ami, the director of J Street. Right? Like, this shit is... Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, Jeremy Ben-Ami's a Zionist. Like, we got his Wikipedia up here. Jeremy Ben-Ami, born in 1962, is the president of J Street, a liberal Zionist advocacy organization in the United States dedicated to promoting leadership. See, Wikipedia is a bunch of, like, Zionist bullshit as well. Ben-Ami grew up in New York City. He's the son of the late Eve and late Yitzhak Ben-Ami. His father was born in Mandatory Palestine. So this motherfucker's dad is a Zionist squatter, okay? There's no two ways to say it. He's the son of a Zionist squatter. Born in Mandatory Palestine, but moved to the United States. Ben-Ami grew up in a Jewish household and became bar mitzvah at Temple Rodef Shalom in Manhattan, and he attended college. He attended collegiate school. Collegiate school is an independent school in Manhattan for boys in Manhattan. It claims to be the oldest school in the United States. Is located on the Upper West Side and is a member of both the New York Interschool and Ivy Preparatory School leagues. It is ranked as one of the best prep schools, probably in New York City, probably in New York State, probably in the USA. So this bougie motherfucker, this bougie Zionist motherfucker, is friends with this fucking liberal Democrat crypto Zionist grifter, Jim Zogby. J Street again. That's who, and this motherfucker was on the same show as Briahnna Joy Gray. Come on, bro. Jim Zogby, this is from the horse's mouth himself. On his website, jameszogby.com/2009/J-Street-again says, on October 25th, the Arab American Institute and J Street convened a joint meeting that brought leaders and activists from both communities together as an expression of our shared commitment to advance a just and comprehensive Middle East peace. So this motherfucker is a Zionist grifter and a sellout. That's what he is, bro. First and foremost was the size and composition of the assembled crowd. A week or so before their conference was to begin, with registration nearing 900, J Street leaders were still hoping to reach 1,000, their announced goal. So they want to get 1,000 crypto Zionists and some Arab Zionist grifters in the same room. That sounds hella sketchy to me. So, as we entered our room, it was clear that spirits were high. Jewish activists from left and center of the political spectrum had spent 3 days in packed sessions debating policy and program. The fuck? J Street's not left wing.